Arcane season 2.
Oh, Arcane.
Man, I
I've heard so many
you
things.
need
Not
to watch
necessarily
this show so that we can have a long spoiler filled discussion about it. It's so good. So I'm not gonna spoil anything, but
okay.
I'm gonna talk about some stuff. In Act Two, Caitlin falls down the well of fascism with the help of Ambessa's manipulation of her hatred for Jinx. And as a result,
Hmm.
Vi spirals into depression after her violent breakup with Caitlyn and turns to underground fighting and alcohol. Um, Meanwhile, Jinx is reluctantly becoming a symbol of rebellion among the Zonites, despite wanting to leave her life of fighting and violence behind her. And there are two other huge plot points that I can't even allude to without spoiling, so I'll save that for a later episode.
I was
Um,
gonna say I might have seen them also.
yeah,
That's also very
I'm
good
certain you
plot
have.
building.
You also follow me, and I did not care about liking anything. I just liked everything because I was just
And you're so
emotions were
real
running
for
high.
that.
So
Also,
if
I have
any of
friends
those,
that play League of Legends. So they were discussing it at length.
yeah, it's so good. I was quite literally left speechless by Act Three. I just laid on my couch staring at the ceiling for God only knows
Oh
how
wow.
long, just trying to process what I just watched. This is one of the greatest cartoons I've ever seen in my entire life. It's legitimately up there with Avatar. It's a close second.
Oh
It's a
wow.
very close second. It's my second favorite cartoon of all time. It's so good. Um, Episode 7 made me tear up. It was so beautiful, and I can't say exactly why. I just know that it focused on Echo, who's been one of my favorites from the beginning. And I was so happy that he got a
Mhm.
full episode to himself because we didn't really get a lot of him in the show. So this episode and just the third act in general gave us so much more echo than the entirety of the rest of the show combined. Um,
Mm.
and yeah, just final act was perfection. It didn't feel rushed to me, even though I know a lot of people are saying that. I don't know.
Mm.
I know this isn't the end, so I don't feel like, oh no, we didn't get a good answer to everything, and like we'll get more answers later because they're not done. This is the end of
Right.
Arcane, but they've said that they're going to be making more animated projects in this world, um, in the world of Runeterra in general, not necessarily Piltover and Zon, but I imagine we'll
Mm.
probably make our way back to Piltover and Zon eventually.
Yeah, probably.
All the music was incredible. There are several
Mm.
moments in the season where episodes just straight up become music videos. Usually at the beginning of every most episodes,
Oh wow.
to convey what's happening in the story. And while the music in those segments are good and fits the mood, they don't necessarily make me want to go
Mm.
and listen to them outside of the show. However,
Ah.
almost every instance of like original music, with people singing, not just the score, in
Mhm.
the final act, I want to listen to, and I can't wait for them to release the soundtrack for the final act because they released it for the first two, but not the last one yet. And I need it. I need it in my
Gotcha.
life. There's some real good music in there that I need to listen to. Yeah, it's good. During the finale, I kept thinking this would make such a good game, and then I remembered it is a game, several
Don't
in
fall into the
fact,
trap.
but none of them are up my
Don't.
alley. No, I don't give a damn
I
about
was
any
gonna
of those
say yeah.
games.
Don't.
The only one that interests me is 2XKO, and that's not coming out for only God knows how long. um,
Mm.
so no, I'm not playing League of Legends. Nothing about that game interests me in the slightest.
Good.
I did discover there was a side-scrolling Echo game though, randomly, because it popped up my
Oh wow.
timeline on YouTube. It doesn't look like my speed, but yeah, it's cool that it
Mm.
exists. But yeah, I need an arcane game in the vein of Cyberpunk, where you
Mhm.
can explore Piltover and Zond with like a created character, or if you have to play as a character from the game's Echo. Um, and I
Understood.
could imagine what that
See, I
game
haven't
would be
played
like.
that.
That's what I need. I need them to make a game like that, and I feel like it's only a matter of time. They got to do that eventually. But yeah, Arcane's great. You need to watch it so we can talk about it. I need to be able to just
Okay.
talk about it freely. Um, you got Thanksgiving. No, I'm joking.
You got until Thanksgiving to figure it out. Okay. All right.
But
You
yeah,
got
no,
me. I'll
it's
watch
good.
it.
Um,